Welcome to the part 6 of our Flutter and GetX quiz application tutorial series. In this part, we will be adding the functionality to just get the categories which we have just saved them in our local storage by using shared preferences. So in this video, we will be just getting the saved categories from the shared preferences and just show it on our screen in our admin dashboard and in our quiz category screen. So let's just begin by diving into the code. So we will be just moving to our admin dashboard. So in previous video lecture we have just created this saved question category to shared preferences, but in this video we will be just creating another function into our this question controller, which will be load question category from shared preferences. So that's it. We will be just creating that, which will be void load question category from shared preferences. So we know that our shared preferences functions are future functions. For the future functions we need to make our functions aware, so that is the reason we will be just using async and await keywords. So for this function we also need to load the categories from our shared preferences. So we need to create an instance of shared preferences as we have created in our saved function. So I'll be just copying that from there, and now I'll be just using it in my load question category from shared preferences. So now I'll be just getting the saved category, and I'll be just storing it in our variable, which will be categories is equal to, I'll be using this instance, and now this time we will be just getting it from shared preferences, so we will be using the get string list. So when we were saving the data into our shared preferences, so we have used the set string list. So now we are getting it back from the shared preferences. Now we need to use the get string list. So we need the key basically to just get that. So as you know that we have just used these keys to just save them into our shared preferences, so we now need the same keys to get them back and show them in our screen. So we will be just using this key, and I'll be just pasting it here. So we will be also checking it if this key is has nothing or no data. So let's just return an empty list basically to avoid some kind of null checks or null errors. So that's why we will be using this. And I'll be doing the same thing with the subtitles. Titles is equal to this, and I'll be just providing the subtitle key. That's it. So now I'll be just saving this from here, and now I'll be just refreshing the content of my list basically. So I'll be just using my saved categories dot assign whole, and I'll be just adding them to my list. That's it. I'll be just doing this for my subtitle too, and I'll be doing this, and I'll be just calling my saved subtitle. That's it. I'll be using also the update function to just refresh or rebuild my screen when any changes occur in these lists. So we need to just do that. So now I'll be just moving to my admin dashboard, and now I'll be just getting them dynamically, the title and the subtitle and the length of our list. So before that we need to just wrap our this list view builder into the get view builder to just make sure that to rebuild our screen when any changes occur. So let's just cut it from here, and I'll be using the get builder, and the builder requires the controller. And now here we will be just returning our that list view builder. And that's it. Now I'll be just saving this, and we will be just getting an error. Null check operator used on a null value because we have not provided the class from which class we will be just getting the data. So we will be just providing that, which is question controller. That's it. When I will be just saving this again, and our error will be removed, and now we will be just getting this length dynamically by using this controller, the builder controller. And now I'll be just calling that saved categories, and as you know that we can just get the length of our list, so I'll be just saving this. And yeah, our list as two categories stored in our shared preferences, so we are just getting them. So but the title and subtitle are hard coded as you see it from here, so we will be just getting it dynamically by our shared preferences. So I'll be just cutting the const from here and the const from here. Now I'll be just removing this title, the hard coded one, and I'll be just getting it from my shared preferences basically. So as you know that subcategories is a list, so we need to just provide an index to retrieve into that. So I'll be just providing this index into my this subcategories index. So whatever index will be, just show all the titles. So I'll be just saving that, and you will be just getting the uh, title basically. So I'll be doing the same thing with the subtitle also to just get the title subtitle dynamically. So I'll be using the controller saved subtitle, and I'll be just providing the index 2, and that's it. Now when I save this, you will be just getting the subtitle dynamically from our shared preferences also. So yeah, now I'll be just creating another one which will be test 2. This is the test 2 quiz, and I'll be just creating this create button, so it will be just created. So we will be just getting the message created, and we will be just getting our third category in our admin dashboard. So yeah, that's it. So now we will be just also getting our quiz category dynamically by just loading them into our quiz category. So let's just move to our quiz category screen. So I'll be just auto restarting my this application, and now I'll be just adding any kind of name to just move to my quiz category. So I'll be doing that. So here I'll be just writing any kind of username, and I'll be just clicking this button, and I'll be redirected to my quiz category screen. So to get the quiz category dynamically in our quiz category list, so we will be just starting our controller. We need to just start our this controller question controller in our quiz category to just get the functions into our quiz category. So let's just do that. So we will be just using the final and the question controller, and which will be question controller. And now I'll be just using the get.put to just start my controller. Get.put, and that will be our question controller, and that's it. We have just started our this controller, and now I will be just able to access all the functions of my question controller in my quest category by using this instance. So I'll be just getting the item count dynamically by just using the question controller dot saved categories and the length. So whatever length will be on this saved category list, it will be just shown into our this screen. So I'll be just saving this, and now yeah, we are just getting the um, categories from our shared preferences, which admin has just saved them into our local storage, and now we are just getting them back to our quiz screen from the shared preferences. So yeah, but the title and the subtitles are still hard coded, so I'll be just changing them, and we can also get them by this instance, which is question controller and the set category. And as you know that it's a list, so we need to just pass this index. So we are getting some kind of error. So argument constant, yeah, we have just added a const here in our column, so we need to just remove that. So I'll be just using this const here, and now I'll be just doing the same thing with my subtitle. So I'll be just using the subtitle, and I'll be just adding the index 2 here also. And now I'll be just saving this, and that's it. We have just got our title and the subtitle dynamically from our shared preferences. And that's our wrap for part 6. In the next part, we will work on refining the user experience of our application and addressing any user feedback. Before we conclude, we love to hear your thoughts. What other features would you like to see in our application? Please share your ideas in the comment below. If you're finding this tutorial helpful, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. You can also connect me with on social media, and don't forget to join our community on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and our WhatsApp group and channel. Thanks for joining us in this part 6. We are making great progress and we can't wait to see you in the next part. Until then, happy coding with Flutter.